is a black nation. So that black nation, greetings, queens, that black nation would be very simple in allowing us to establish the things that would help us to get the conditions that we desire as a people. So, nation. How many people think nation is just too big of a concept, Tino? You talking, stars and moons and all that stuff, and we sitting here on planet Earth. Nation is big. How many people think nation is just big? It's a big thing. All right. Oh,
I think it's
yeah.
big, but not. I think
But
it's
not
obtainable.
impossible.
Right.
Right. So a lot of people, when you talk about nation, even though they won't say they think it's too big, they just walk away from it because it really is a large thing to try to fathom and understand. So what we do at Kushite Cultural Center is we've broken down the concept of nation building. It's a very simple process. It takes a couple steps. When you realize that you no longer want to be one of those people who just ignore the reality of black people in the country because it might not affect you the same way, when you realize that, then you decide you're going to do something about it. We give you a title of liberationist. It means you want to build something. You connect to your roots of African rather than disassociating with your roots of Africans. You connect with the people and the foundation and the culture that all of our people and all of melanated people came out of. And when you connect with that, then you start to see things a little bit differently. You start to see things in the way that you want them to be versus the way that they are. Now, do y'all know what I'm talking about?
I'm sorry.
He got used to it.
Yeah. Now, do y'all understand what I'm saying when I say you see things the way that you want them versus the way that they are? Let me explain that. If you're an assimilator, right, you see a situation like last year when we had that rise of, I don't want to say rise of police brutality. I want to say when we had the rise in the marketing to society of police brutality. Because nothing changed. It was just expedient for them at a particular time, whatever they were trying to accomplish, to put that out on the forefront, to stimulate some concepts. But there were people, when they saw that, said, it's not my problem. If those black folk would have just did what they were supposed to do and complied and whatever, you make all kind of excuses to blame the victim versus taking the action to change the situation and the circumstance.